Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boiling Point podcast. I'm your host, Kronos, and I'm joined here by Hyperion
Hello.
and Prometheus.
Guacamole Nicopenis.
What's up, guys? And today we're talking about the new Apex Legends game. That's been on the big hype train, hasn't it?
It's been on the rise a
Yeah.
bit, but before that,
Yeah.
before we get into anything, let's play some Big Iron up in this bitch.
Oh yeah, you got to get that big iron. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
boys?
that big Iron.
Yeah. So it's been ever since that I've been seeing a lot of Fortnite ads when I'm going over YouTube and stuff like that. Oof, I don't know. Maybe it might be the Fortnite killer. What do you guys think?
I think it's gonna be the
Fortnite.
killer.
You reckon?
It's going down.
Is it going down?
I reckon
How
it's
well?
going down.
Well, Apex has. I read on their Twitter they have 2 million concurrent players right now, and Fortnite. How much does Fortnite have? I actually haven't researched this, but do you know how much Fortnite has in terms of
No.
concurrent players?
I don't know. Let me. Current. Ooh, that's not concurrent. I want concurrent. Yes.
Yeah, but it's gaining a lot of popularity, and I'm not one
Yeah.
for battle royale games, and
That's good.
I'm not one for battle royale games, but I've played a little bit, and I've gotten up to I think level 24,
You're 23. I'm pretty sure actually.
23, and I've been playing a lot of Mirage, and I'm actually enjoying it. And I haven't played Black Ops, the Blackout one. I played a little bit of PUBG. I like PUBG. I played Fortnite. It wasn't my cup of tea. But what about you? Did you guys like Fortnite?
I mean, for a
No.
little bit, I did like
For-
it, and
Yeah.
after a while, I kind of just got like,
I feel that
boring.
I feel that the fan base sort of killed Fortnite.
Yeah,
It just
And
destroyed it. It gave it a bad
something else.
reputation.
Here's something else.
Hmm?
There's a lot of since Fortnite is, as you know, dying. A lot of the Fortnite kids, they've migrated to Apex Legends. Just the other day, I
yeah.
got a message from a salty 12-year-old saying that I was trash at Apex Legends because I killed him. So, your thoughts? What your thoughts on this?
In okay,
12-year-old.
in all fairness, the difference between, in my opinion, I feel that the difference between Apex and Fortnite is Fortnite. It's easy to learn, all right, but it's hard to get a good at the building aspect. I never really liked the building aspect, but it's very easy to learn, But with Apex, it's got that Titanfall fast paced movement that that if you've played a Titanfall game before, you'll understand how to play. It's fast paced and it's quick, and it takes some level of ingenuity to do. Like, you can't walk around and do it like the sliding mechanics. You've got the old booster stuff from the old Titanfall. I feel that it takes more skill than it does for Fortnite. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
because if someone's shooting at you in Fortnite, you can just slap up a wall and then like,
exactly. But
yeah,
with Apex, it's fair in the way that you've got to be aware of your surroundings because it's first person. It's not third person where you can wall cheat. Like, even in PUBG, it's first and third person, but in
yeah,
Fortnite, it's got that third person aspect, so you can wall cheat. But with Apex, it's first person, right? But
yeah,
I feel that it takes more skill to play than Fortnite because you've got to think, you've got to drop down. It's got that Fortnite aspect. The way I feel about it, and it's also got a character system like Overwatch. It's got 8
yeah.
characters,
And they
each have
have like
different
different
abilities.
types of like abilities and
Yeah,
stuff like
you've got
that.
tanks, you've got healers, you've got DPS, you've got all that, and it's got that Fortnite battle royale system, right? That battle royale system, but it's also got that Titanfall's tight gameplay, and I think that's what separates it from other battle royale games. Even with Blackout, I've heard Blackout got a lot of good, and I think it was mixed reviews, but I heard that it was slightly better than Fortnite. But I think this one, it mixes all the good bits and it makes it a much more enjoyable battle royale game. What do you guys think about that?
I reckon it's good.
That's
But one thing about Blackout is that I'm pretty sure it was just a novelty. Like, it was popular for a little bit, and then like, cause it was a Call of Duty battle royale game, but then yeah, everyone just stopped kind of playing it, and everyone went to Apex and all different like type of games, cause I don't know, it just wasn't really
Yeah,
that interesting. It didn't really have good game mechanics to be honest, and
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. What other games have you guys been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, so
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's
Uh,
all I've
d-
been playing recently, really. It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
that and a little bit of CS:GO.
How do you feel about the battle royale genre as a whole? What do you guys think about that?
I feel like it's definitely going to get like what is it, worn out after, I don't know, like a few years. I think it's gonna like wear out next year, I'd say, but it's not a very,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, did you hear about the chronic wasting disease? That thing that's in
I
all around
did.
America. Did you hear about
The
that?
The
yeah.
deer thing, the deer
Oh my.
fucking zombie thing.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's reports all over America with deers that are foaming and they're anorexic and they've got
Yeah.
bones and shit hanging out. I saw this Instagram video on Instagram. It was for this meme page, but they posted it and it was this deer and its jaw is like dislocated and you could see like its skull and shit.
Yeah.
It's a type what? So you guys heard about that chronic wasting disease, was it? It was yeah, chronic wasting disease.
Yeah.
All across America there's these it's affecting deer, moose and elk all around the states. Mostly I think it's the Midwest. And there's been reports all over with these deers. They've like, they're decaying, they're showing aggressive behavior, foaming at the mouth, their bodies are literally rotting from the inside out.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. I think Hyperion knows more about this, right? Like you read up on
Yeah.
this, yeah.
It's like the mad cow disease. It's a prion, so
Yeah.
it's like some sort of fucked up protein, and it's infectious. Scientists don't know much about prions, and chronic wasting disease (CWD). It's incurable, and it always results in
Can it
death of the
can it go
host.
from primate to like from other animals? So like from if let's say if a human goes hunting and a deer is in like the earliest stage of chronic wasting disease and it's been killed, it's been there, and then it eats its meat. Could the disease travel from another animal species to another animal species?
They reckon yes, and it replicates in spinal areas, spinal fluid, and
The brain as
I
well?
think.
Yeah.
So if you would eat like around those parts or eat the brain, then you'd probably be infected. They did a
Yeah.
test on apes, feeding it the infected meat, and I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
apes did.
I don't think it would result in a massive outbreak. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, I think they would have uh, precautions in place just to stop these things because
Yeah. It's
we
not
haven't
like,
learned. Yeah, if we haven't learned anything from all the media and the video games about this kind of stuff with viruses and shit, I mean, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
it's not
Yeah.
like
it'd be
so-
under control. It'd be under
Yeah.
control. It's not. It was like the Ebola craze back in 2014, I think. Everyone was like, "Ebola's coming everywhere. Ebola's gonna kill everything," and nothing happened. You never hear of Ebola, man.
Yeah, like what's Ebola?
Yeah,
What's Ebola?
exactly. Yeah, but I saw this video on Instagram actually, and it was this meme page. But they posted this thing, and there was this deer, and its face had been torn off. You could see its spine hanging out. Fuck, man, it was nasty, man. It was showing, and it was foaming at the mouth, and it wasn't. And usually, you know what deers are like. They're prey on the food chain. They'll run from humans, if any
Yeah.
sign of
Yeah.
danger. But this one was walking like it was nothing. It wasn't paying attention to anything.
It's
So
kinda
another
just,
video.
like, in its own little bubbles, kind of just doing anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Its spine was hanging out its back, and it was still standing up, walking around. People taking photos of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
I saw one where like one of its eyes, like legit, are just bleeding, right? And like one of its eyes is just bleeding. I think it like burst or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
something happened to
Yeah.
its eye, and it's like its snout is all like bony.
Yeah,
It's weird, man.
yeah. Did you hear about the new Samsung released their new phone? It's the Galaxy S10 and Fold.
Yeah, look, they brought the flip phone back. That's amazing. A phone, and you can fold it.
Yeah.
Amazing, like, come on.
That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Like the S10 is just, another phone of that Galaxy branch, but the Fold is something new. It's like when the Edge was released, it was, whoa, it's an edged phone, you know what I mean? But
Awesome.
with the Fold, it's a bit different.
I mean, I don't know why people are so hyped over the Edge. Like, it just
It's
adds a
too-
little
it's-
bit of screen to like.
Yeah, but the Fold is $2,000. But
Yeah, the Fold's gonna be $2,000.
Nice.
yeah, but when I heard about it, I was expecting, when you fold it out, like, you'd open a book, you've got that little black line in the middle. But if
Yeah,
you
I
watch
was
the video,
expecting
it's
that,
actually
actually.
it's trending on YouTube.
Yeah, it's actually
you-
seamless.
Yeah, it's seamless. It's got that app continuity. So if you're watching, Netflix or something, and you go to open it, right? It goes in, and the app actually continues forward, and it's like it's nothing. It's a bit thick, bro. I want to see the dimensions for it. It looks a little bit thick, and they're saying it fit in your pocket, but I'm a
Yeah.
bit skeptical about that. But it's got 2 batteries, so I'm expecting maybe a long battery
Well,
power. But
anything can fit in your pocket if your pocket's big enough.
yeah, I guess I guess so. But I feel. What do you guys think about Apple products? Compared to Samsung products or any other type of mobile phone.
I mean,
Um,
Apple isn't really making anything like. Really, they're just like making like a new phone that doesn't really do anything new.
The iPhone X and the other ones, I don't see any real difference.
I
Like,
mean, it's
not
kind of
not
just
to
like.
not to hate on Apple or anything, but in my preference, I do prefer Samsung in nearly every way.
Yeah.
It's just I feel that you could do it's I feel that because I had an iPhone 6 and I had an iPhone 7. I had it for a long, long time, and when I went to switch to Samsung, it felt like less restricting. You know what I mean?
Although, like, Samsung is catching up to like Apple price. Like, they're getting to like $1,000 on the new phone,
Yeah.
and like.
But even though, like, when they were marketing the iPhone X, they had this the Face ID thing.
Yeah, the face.
But the Samsung S7 and I think the S6 or the S6 Edge already had that technology out. I think I'm not. I know. I think it was the Samsung S7. Yeah, they had the early technology out. That technology out, and the whole marketing thing was the Face ID. You could look at your face and all that. And there was like there was so many problems with it. Like, what if you just get a photo of someone, put it on the screen, and then it opens? You know what I mean?
exactly.
Exactly. Or you just cut off their face and wear it, and then bada bing,
Yeah.
bada boom.
Simple.
Like, hey, my name's Frank. I'm.
What the fuck just happened?
Excuse me.
Um.
All right. I'm gonna cut this out.
What? What the fuck happened?
I'm probably not gonna cut this out for comedic effect. Haha. Yeah.
Paradise!
Haha.
Oh,
Chronos, where are you? Where'd you go?
he's dead.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Okay, so Chronos' internet just shut itself, and
Yeah,
he
you
kind
know.
of just stayed quiet for like half a minute, so we had to stop the recording.
Yeah,
And
just
now we're
fucking
back
died. Had to come back. Yeah, you know how it is. Just fucking died. Fucking shit Australian internet.
Yeah. I mean, we kind
Yeah.
of made internet, but like, I mean, we
Yeah.
didn't make Wi-Fi, but we made internet, and now kind of just. Get the
Yeah, it
first
was a lot
internet.
of exactly, and they said that they'd fucking bring the NBN here, but it's got fuck all to show for it, doesn't it?
Let's continue.
Yeah. Moving on. In a little bit of old news, that Mars rover, I think it was just after Valentine's Day, that Mars rover that's been on for like 15 years fucking died, man. That's pretty
Yeah,
sad,
it was
man.
Only,
Rest
it
in
was only
peace.
supposed to last like 90 days, and then it ended
Was
up
it 90
lasting-
days?
Yeah, it was only supposed to last 90 days, and then it ended
And I
up
think it-
lasting 15.
In a dust storm? Was it a dust storm?
Yeah, it was a dust
Yeah.
storm that covered its solar panels, and then
Maybe
it
the-
didn't like charge anymore.
Oh, it couldn't charge itself. Maybe the Martians just had a fucking enough of this little robot fucking taking pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Pissed off.
fuck this little robot. Get out of here. Get lost. What?
Get
No way.
real.
Get real.
Think I'm gonna let a robot walk around my planet? Get real.
What do you
That's a
think? What do you think of
Martian
it? Like, do you think we're alone in our universe, or do you think
No.
there's other life?
I
No
think
possible
there's
way that
definitely-
we can be alone.
Yeah, do you reckon?
I reckon there's no
Um,
way we can be alone. Like,
It's. I'm not saying there's like
billions of light
Um,
years of like space. There has to be something else than like just us.
yeah.
Maybe.
Plus,
And maybe
It doesn't
there's
have to be intelligent life with like 3 eyes and a bunch of tentacles. It can be shit like bacteria. That's living life. So if we find living life like bacteria swimming around another planet, then we know that there's no possible way we can be alone in the universe because obviously there'll be others. Either that or it's all humans. The whole universe is humans.
Yeah.
just a bunch of humans.
Just a bunch of humans like that movie.
Yo, how do you think, like, the very first sentient, like, being in the world, what do you reckon its reaction was? Like, when it noticed it was sentient. It was just sitting there, like, eating bugs or some shit, and it was like,
Lip-
YO!
Maybe we're just like, man, you know what? Whatever, bro.
Said must become fire.
Uh, well, yes,
That was a good
I guess.
Said
What do you
Mars
got? Did you hear
later.
about 21 Savage? You know that, the rapper,
yeah, the rapper,
that quote unquote American rapper. He got deported to the UK.
yeah,
Yeah, he was living illegally in the UK, and the authorities like, listen here, you got to go back. And there was so many memes on it on Instagram
Oh
and
my
Reddit.
God.
Oh, it was fucking so funny. There's this one where it's like this little kids show, and it's like Americans UK rappers shit, and it's got like 21 Savage, and he's like looking, he's like, ooh shit. Oh, it's funny. I think Hyperion can. Sorry, Prometheus can pull it up maybe.
Nah,
In that, but
I won't be able to find it.
probably. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then there were these other memes that 6ix9ine told him about it and shit. Shorty sentence. And actually, speaking about 6ix9ine, is he still going through that trial thing? Is he in jail yet?
I think he's actually in jail now. He snitched on like a bunch
Yeah.
of people, but like he's still facing like 25 years.
Well, 25 years in Australia, that's considered life.
Foolish.
Yes, but what was he charged on?
Attempted murder, I'm pretty sure it was.
Attempted murder. He had
Yeah.
a bunch of guns and shit. I remember I was reading he offered his entire fucking bank account to fucking for bail, and the judge was like, "Listen here, lad. Nope."
I'll take it, but you still going to jail.
Dude, the judge should have just been like, all right, yeah. He goes, promise that you let me out? He goes, yeah, man, yeah, I'll let you out. No problem, bro, no problem, bro. And he goes, nope.
I'll let you out when your sentence is over. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Man, that would have been epic, bro.
Oh, what's it called? It was this thing, it was a few days ago, the anti-LGBT flag emoji. The one,
Oh, yeah, that
apparently
one,
some dude, it was like some dude at Apple, he mixed a bunch of fucking Unicode together and it made that app, and people have been going wild over it.
So many memes.
Man, this is one of have you seen it? It's like James Charles. He's like fucking
Yeah,
crying.
he's like, he's crying, bro.
And he's like, someone sent me this, and it's like the LGBT thing.
Yeah.
And he's like crying. He's like bawling his eyes out.
Yeah, I think I'm sure that video is fake, but if it is real,
I know. I think the actual video associated with it was about people coming to his house or whatever.
yeah.
And I
And
think
they
they were saying derogatory words like, I don't have anything wrong with people who are homosexual, but there are just some who are very arrogant, and I feel
Yeah,
that's
like they have to
they
say,
should.
like they gay every single.
Yeah, and they just shove their fucking homosexual agenda down your throat.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit off-putting, but most of them are alright. We're all human in the end of the day. It doesn't matter what religion, race, skin, or whatever nationality you are. We're all human at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But what are your opinions on it? Like on
the
the
Like,
LGBT.
just,
gay flag.
gay people in general, or the
This is the LGBT community, LGBTQI plus community. I think.
I don't think the plus part of it is real. I think like the LGBTQ plus, that all makes sense, right? That can stay. But all
It
the
stands for
plus-
lesbian, gay, transgender.
Yeah, I don't really
other
care
one.
about that. But the plus stuff, that's where it gets like out of hand, really.
I've
to be
I've
honest.
met like lesbians and gays, and I think I
Heard,
met one.
they're calling it pedosexuality now. Basically,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit's so fucking stupid,
Yeah.
man.
Also trans age, where like a 4-year-old
trans
man
age.
can
Fucking
say
hell.
he's like a 6-year-old.
It's just getting bad where they're making shit up on the spot,
Yeah,
and if they introduce it into legal systems where you get to choose, like there's an actual thing where it's called intermediate, where when you're born you can be born with both male and female sexual organs, right? Like that, I get that. But with transgender things, if you feel that you're more of a girl, it's whatever. But when you're like, fucking, I'm a demi boy, blah blah blah. Like when you're making up I'm sorry to say this, but when you're making up these made up genders, it's just a bunch of fucking
No,
bullshit in the end of the day.
Don't even be sorry. It's just bullshit, man.
Yeah, I feel that there are two genders,
Also,
male
like, gender
and
queer, I'm
female.
pretty sure, where people say you can just change your gender depending on like how you feel out the day. Like,
It's
What
what's it
day
called? It's
is
not. It's not. No,
Monday, I think I'll be a female, and if we can get to it on Wednesday, I'll just turn back into a boy. Like, no, I don't think so.
no, you're wrong. Stop
You're
it.
wrong.
And okay. if you know, then there's all these memes about it, like male and female. Like you've got female clothing and male clothing. You've got this, that, and if there was this one where you're reading that there was this woman and she named her son Vagina,
Yeah, and she
and I'm
said,
just like,
"Oh, it's for feminism." No, it's not. It's ruining your son's life.
this age of feminism is actually toxic. Like back in the 1800s and stuff, when they wanted the right to vote, the right to be free, the right to be treated
Yeah.
equal.
And like
I
in the
support that, but at the
1900s
end,
as well, they want like
yeah,
equal rights and stuff like that.
the
That's
suffragette
fine.
the suffragettes movement and all that. But with it now, it's just the point where they're making it men versus women.
Yeah, cause like they don't have any actual problems to go
They-
by.
they- It's exactly they just make up their own problems because they must be bored or something. Yeah,
They paint targets on themselves.
yeah, they cry wolf. That's what they do. They fucking cry wolf, and it's not about that. It's like there was this woman in Russia, and she was pouring fucking
Yeah,
bleach
bleach
into.
on
Yeah,
like
did you
men's
see it?
crotches on the
And
train.
that's assault, isn't it? That's
Yeah, that's
inadvertently
actually
assault.
assault. And if like someone were to hit her or like punch her or something, that would
Yeah.
like he would go to jail.
I feel it's so hypocritical. If you look, you know how Riley Reid's been you're seeing in the lot of news. She was on Logan Paul's podcast and all that. And there was this dude. He brought up old tweets, and there was this one where saying she raped a man or something like that. And the way I'm thinking of it, no one batted an eye, no nothing. But if a man were to say that, buddy boy, game over. It's game over. 100%.
He's gone. He's outcasted from society, and that's it. He goes to jail, something like that. But Riley Reid, live on a podcast, I've raped a man. Just not what? Huh? Sorry, y'all
But it's okay because I'm a woman.
Yeah,
I'm a woman.
it's either all okay or it's not all okay. That's
Yeah, pretty much.
pretty much simple how it is.
Okay.
And it's just, honestly, it's a generation of fucking snowflakes.
You know, this
Literally.
isn't, like,
And there's this PC culture that, like, you live in now where you have to watch what you say. Back in the day, you could just say shit what you wanted to say. And, people just get upset when you have a different opinion. At the end of the day, like you were, Prometheus was telling me, what were you talking about? There was one of your brothers or something about Steven Universe, which is a little bit off topic, but they were saying it was gay or something. What was it again?
I was talking about like, what is it? All these people saying like it's a kid show, right? They're saying like, oh, this person's gay, this person's gay, they're all gay. Why won't they be gay? Oh, I don't know. They all have to be gay because I like them gay. And then they get angry when they say, oh no, that's not in like the actual story of the show or something like that. And they're like, no, but I want them to be gay. And then they just get angry because like another person says, oh, they're actually not gay.
I think it's more of the topic that Rebecca Sugar, creator of the show. She's
Yeah.
actually like a massive feminist. She's like projecting what she thinks onto children, which then in turn makes people who believe the same thing as her want everything in the show to be that message. So
Yeah, it's shoving an agenda down.
Yeah.
Kids are very easily manipulated. Like with the Jake Paul and Rice Gum thing with the gambling thing. Their
Yeah,
user
the
base is a
gambling
lot of
thing,
kids,
they're like-
and it's promoting gambling to kids. Now, a lot of other YouTubers have done this, but it's different with Jake Paul because they're a lot popular, and the majority of their fan base is children.
Defense. Other people have done it, so why should I apologize?
Yeah,
Like,
same with like another Rice Gum thing against iDubbbz. He said, oh well, this one's old. You can use that against me, but also look at this old thing iDubbbz said.
Yeah, but it's different when if you contrast the difference between each YouTuber's fan base, what the majority of their fan base is now. I'm sure there's a lot of older people and a lot of people who do watch Jake Paul, but in the end, the majority of their viewers are from preteens and adolescents to maybe early teenagers, and well. I think personally, it's wrong to promote gambling to kids. And it was fake too. Not only that, it was fake too. They was selling freaking a $250 million mansion in LA.
Yeah, there's
And
no way that's
people-
real.
YouTubers advertised it right. They got high percentages to get good deals, so they could be
good
like,
deals
look,
and stuff like that.
And not only that, they were paid I think it was $500,000 to just promote this. And I think they just took the money and they were like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah, took
and
the
I bet you now they're like, fuck, because there's a lot of backlash from it.
Yeah.
It's old news, but it's pretty.
it's kind of dying down now, but
Yeah, I think where it all started from. You remember when CS:GO items were massive? Do you remember
Yeah.
that? They were
Like
massive.
Syndicate, I'm pretty sure Syndicate had like a gambling
Yeah.
scam on
I remember when I
CWD.
was still in. I remember when one of my friends. I was still in school before I finished. There were these things, and this dude named Luke, and he was collecting all these fucking skins and shit. They were hype, like he was telling me these hype beast skins were selling for like 1-2 grand, and people could fucking grind out their shit, and they could fucking live off this, and it was crazy. And they had these CS:GO gambling sites, and a lot of these gamers promoted it, and it was massive backlash. And I think after all that, they turned to this sort of fucking loot box system.
Yeah.
But you cut it out, and it's pretty. Man, I don't know. I just think that I just think that it's very immoral of people, to do that. I think out of, regarding Jake Paul and Rice Gum, it's very, I think they acted out of greed, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that do you think you should promote gambling sites? Do you think that these YouTubers who have these,
Big
fan bases should be
platforms.
promoting gambling sites?
Fuck no.
Definitely not.
I mean, I get it if you have like, over 18, blah, blah, blah.
I
But-
mean, even there, it's like, it's promoting like you could possibly lose all your money and then just fuck up your life.
Exactly, because with gambling, the house is always set to win. The house always wins. You've got there's a 48%. If you've played poker, you've played blackjack, if you've played slots or anything, at the end of the day, the house is always there to make money. You're destined to lose. There's lucky chances where you can win, but it's always set. Casinos and all that, they have to make money
Yeah, that's
at the end of the day,
how,
and they don't. You can't make big bucks playing fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, did you hear about the another new meme in the thing is that Aladdin trailer with Will Smith?
Yeah, the
Will Smith has been in a lot of memes lately, man, with the
Yeah.
rewind
Yeah.
time and fucking. Oh, it was crazy.
Oh,
one
that's
time.
And
That's hot.
that just goes
Yeah.
back onto Fortnite. How Fortnite's been very popular, but Apex Legends is coming back, man. I'm
Yeah.
sort of happy that there's something new to take abroad. Do you what guys? Have you played it? You've played Apex Legends?
Yeah.
What characters do you like the most? Like, what do you main right now?
Bangalore, that's what I've been playing. But
Yeah.
I haven't played for a while, so.
What about you, Prometheus?
I mainly play like Wraith usually. If I play a tank, with you, Kronos,
Yeah.
I usually play
Yeah.
Gibraltar, and yeah.
There was this thing, and it was like on Twitter, it was like Gibraltar's homosexual, and then everyone was like, "And who cares?"
Yeah,
And that's another instance going back into what we were saying of that that gay pride movement. They're shoving the agenda down people's throats, saying, "Oh, like whoop the fucking do, mate. Congratulations. Does it matter?"
Oh wow,
I hate
he
it
he
when-
likes another guy. Whoa, it's so.
I hate it when
Whoa.
creators make gay characters like their whole thing is gay. With Gibraltar, it's not really. He doesn't go around during battle say, "Hey guys, I'm gay," but like still, people make a big deal out of
You
it.
can't
because
shoot me. I'm homosexual.
If he was straight, they wouldn't be saying anything. right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna be like, "Oh hey, he's gay." So guys, he's gay. So can you like play our game, please? Because he's gay. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
I feel that it was the idea behind it was to make a more diverse, the characters behind it. But I've been playing a lot of Mirage, and I'm pretty fucking having so much fun. I won like
Mirage is
4
real
times
fun.
in a row. And just the ability when he's like, the bamboozle ability. It was the actor who played Kyle Crane in Dying Light.
yeah, he played Sonic Boom in Sonic Boom.
He played Sonic Boom in Sonic. God.
Yeah,
So,
but
like
it's a.
his characters are so diverse. There's Carl Crane, there's Mirage. Which
He's
is
a good.
like
I think it's what's the actor? I think he played Ezio in Assassin's Creed. I think that's the actor,
No.
isn't it? Isn't it? No,
No.
I don't.
I could have sworn it was.
No.
I think his name's
Hey,
Craig
Riley,
something. I'm
hey,
not sure.
Riley.
Yeah.
This fucked up infected motherfucker with guts hanging out. I was about to.
You
Dude,
haven't seen it, Chris, but there's this
but
video.
yeah. But another topic is what do you guys think about it's old news. Nothing's really happening in February. But what do you guys think about that Discord drama with the furries and all that?
Oh my
all the
God,
foxes,
all
that
the
is
foxes.
horrible.
Oh, that was fucking nasty, wasn't it?
I think
They
he's fired
Discord
now, actually.
changed the rules of the whole site because of all the foxes being a dumb motherfucker. So if he's not fired yet, you know what? I think there's nothing. There's just
There's no hope.
there's no hope.
Yeah.
All the fuck
Like the
ups.
ability that they were like fucking we allow cub porn and shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, it's the same with their policy on Lolly and Shota. With that, you know, it's not okay to do it if it's in that medium, but it's okay to do it if it's in an anthropomorphic medium. I don't get that. Just I think it's a little bit
You know why?
hypocritical.
You know why all the foxes would say something like that? Because he is a fucking furry, and that's the type of porn he looks like. He looks at cub porn. That's just it's child porn with it's painted. It's child porn painted over with fucking like animals.
Fur.
It's bullshit.
Like, oh, it's
Uh,
not child porn.
I
if you
feel
just add
that.
a
I feel
snout
that.
and a tail.
It's the same thing as no, it's not child porn. Don't worry, she's 9,000 years old. It's the same thing. Don't worry, it's not child porn. It's actually just a dog. It's a no.
Hey,
I-
hey, it's
Dumb.
fine. He just looks like a child. But
I,
he's
I
not.
feel
It's
I
fine.
feel that people like people who are furries and that they make a bad name for the fandom because there are some nice people, but at the end of the day, they always have that bad reputation upon them. If you like
I mean, a lot of the furries I've seen are just horrible.
same. I mean, a lot I've met a few that are alright, but I've met a lot of them are just very sick fucks. And I'm sorry to say this, but that's just in my experience. But I don't understand why someone would decide one day it's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a fucking coyote wolf with antlers, and I'm gonna wear jeans and I'm gonna have a six-pack one day, and I don't want to be human anymore or whatever. And they believe that. I'm all for role play, blah blah blah. You do you, whatever floats your boat. But at the end of the day, it's weird, isn't it?
I mean, it gets to a point where like roleplay.
And it gets to a point where the fandom is associated with
And another thing,
pedos and shit like that.
STDs being spread at furry conventions.
What's being
insane.
spread?
STDs. It's insane the level of STDs being spread at fucking furry conventions. So what happens is one guy, right? He's in his fursuit, right? He's there to have sex, and he's positive for say HIV. He has sex with one person, they get HIV now. That person has sex with two other people, they've both got HIV.
Yeah,
So
it's
one guy
transmitted.
goes in with HIV, you come out with like 30 new HIV fucking positive people. So
Yeah.
it's like it's harmful. Like why would you keep going to furry conventions to have furry sex if you knew you were infected with HIV? Like there's no reason to do it unless you were trying to get other people infected because of your fucked up stupid brain who thinks you're a dog, right? You think,
Yeah.
oh, well, I've got HIV right now. It's like it weakens the immune system and kills people. Oh, better go spread it to all these other people. Like, no,
Yeah.
don't do that, you idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But it's like this thing. Even if you look at 75% of the servers on Discord, it's the furry fandom, and it's not even the good parts. It's all it's their perverted agenda. You know what I mean? Like
I go on,
with
like
with
Discord me, and it's all just like weebs and hentai and like furries.
like okay weebs are a different story, and we can talk about that later. But
Yeah.
with the fandom, it's very perverted. It's very perverted in a lot of different ways. Like if you look at Yif and like all that, it's just crazy. And it's not even that. You see a lot of young people doing it too, because they're
I mean,
a lot of
there's
people, because
people
they might
that are like 15 and they think it's okay to just
and
like publicly
exactly, but it's
display
exactly, but it's not that. It's just like the environment and what put them to do that, because at the end of the day, you don't know what's happened to these people that's made them want to be like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all different. Like you have to have some form of understanding. But if you look at it from the outside in, it's pretty fucked up, man. And I think that Discord should do something about it. And I think that their staff should be made more diverse, because their staff is full of biased furries. And if you say anything even if you disagree with the opinion, that's it. Boom, Discord server. Hyperion. How many times have we had a Discord server go fucking kumbaya up to heaven when it, because we would argue with the furry. This one, story time. You want to tell them, or do I want to tell them about the?
I reckon you should.
Alright, so so we had this server, right? It was all about gaming, chilling, and right. We did a little bit of like trolling, blah blah blah. It was like a little thing, but nothing. It was all in good fun, right? Anyway, we come across there's this furry comes into the server, right? And going through and he's arguing, and he brings all his furry friends, and me and Hyperion are like, look at this loser, what a fucking idiot, because he's being a little bit of a fucking shit cunt, right? And he's going in and blah blah blah. He goes, what do you think? And he asked the legitimate question. He's like, what do you think about the fucking furry fandom? And we gave our legitimate opinion. We think that unfortunately it has a bad reputation. In our experience, it's full of a bunch of perverted fucking retards. And anyway, 2 days later, what happened? Bada bing, bada boom. all
It's
our
gone.
accounts got banned. It's fucking after that. And how many members we had? We had like fucking 350 members, man.
Yeah, we
It was
had so
fucking
many
ridiculous.
members. I remember.
It was ridiculous, and that was just the thing. And we looked into our email. Who was it? It was fucking all the foxes again. You know, and we did nothing to violate the terms of service either. You know, there's nowhere that it states in the terms of service that there was any violation occurred.
I mean, I saw this one furry.
They didn't even give us a reason. It was like with Quackity. Remember with Quackity, he got
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
banned.
In the words of Crackety himself,
Yeah.
God bless, the Discord trust and safety team, it's an echo chamber currently. So they're all the same, you know. One is like, oh, this guy's saying mean things about furries, and the other one's like, ban him. And then since everyone else is a furry, they're like, yes, ban him for being doesn't like furries. So
Yeah.
there's no different opinions. It's either everyone says yes. or
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
So also the furries on Discord, there's a lot of fetish content, which is why it has such a bad rep. There's lots of fetish content. Like
Yeah.
as you said before, Kronos, you don't know what happened to them that would make them, you know, wanna reject their humanity, so to speak, and you know,
In a way, in a manner of speaking, yes.
yeah, and you know, become a furry, think they're a dog or whatever,
Yeah.
and you know, there's a lot of fetish content, and because of that, there's a lot of fetish content. Because, you know, they don't know, you know, what's like, well, not socially acceptable, I'd say. I mean, well, yeah, socially acceptable. You don't expect someone to go search up dog shitting on each other porn
Yeah.
just every
But
day.
yeah, but moving on from thing like what Prometheus mentioned is weebs. You know, weebs are just that another form of, not all of them, but they're just another form of fucking neckbeard. You know what I mean? It's I feel that it's less worse. It's not bad. There are some of them are good, but I feel that there's a difference between, you know, enjoying, you know, content from Japan, anime and manga and all that. There's a difference
yeah, it's
between
like,
there's a difference between enjoying it and then obsessing it and then fucking, oh, I like anime, I like this, I like that. And there's a difference where you make perversions out of it, hentai, like you said, and it's all over Discord too. And it's involved, and that it sort of involves children, like with Loli and Shota. Shota?
Also,
I don't know how to pronounce that.
I mean, I don't mind like a little bit of like just Attack on Titan or like My Hero Academia. It's not that bad, but like.
But
just,
when you obsess over it and when you turn it into, when you pervert, when it's created out of, you know, it forms of a perversion, it's fucking nasty. You know what I mean?
The community as a whole just doesn't have a good reputation. Kind of like furries.
It's the same thing, and I mean, you know, to make a light joke here, I don't know why you'd be obsessed with the nation where, you know, the first Fallout by Bethesda was released 70 years ago, but yeah.
That's it's part of the nuking. That's the reason of the obsession.
Yeah, maybe it's just the radiation.
Every copy of manga and anime that is shipped out of Japan into the US
There's a
actually
little
can
bit of radiation.
It could, you know, you get a Geiger counter, it goes.
There's
Fucking
radiation contamination on it, right? And with these neckbeards who they want to watch this anime, yeah, they get radiated, and then what happens then?
Why is their brain to think that
They-
anime good?
their whole anatomy changes, and then, you know, they start growing fucking kilometers worth of fat rolls. Like, Mom, I'm stuck in the basement. Help me.
The beard lowers to the chin. I mean, to the
I'm
neck.
falling. I can't get up.
Oh, but there's a lot of good things here on Discord too, and there's a lot of good things out there, and there's a lot of people who are part of those communities, and they're good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, remember
I think
that,
that's
you remember that one
Yeah.
time when we busted that pedophile? Remember?
yeah. We've
Discord.
pulled it all over Twitter and shit. Wow, what was his name?
Kenneth Atlas.
Kana. Yeah, there was this dude, right? Because we used to do, you know, we used to be part of trolling servers, blah blah, and there was this freaking dude, fucking Canis Atlas, right? And he was a
like
mad furry,
Satanist-
and
was
he
a
and he
Satanist, a furry, and he was like. what
and
was
he
it?
had, and the worst thing about it is, I remember when we were like, do you remember when we tricked him to go into TeamViewer, right? TeamViewer is something where you can remote access someone's PC or device. We go through and we see the folder, and he's got a folder called fucking kitty stuff, and it was nasty. And we took screenshots, and we reported it all to Discord, and it was a big thing. But I heard that, you know,
He went to prison, didn't he?
yeah, I'm not sure, but I remember we found out his location. You know, this may, I'm not going to say, well, we may or may not have found his location, and we may have called the local authorities. you know. Thank you, Prometheus. And but yeah, that's just one case of
Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of messed up.
yeah. But there's good and bad in everything. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's all we have time for.
Yeah, it's been 27 minutes plus all the
Well, plus all the
other.
other takes where my internet
Yeah.
fucking shat itself like a fucking dumb
Yeah,
cunt.
we had like
Right.
10 minutes going before that happened, so yeah, we
Yeah.
got a good like.
Well,
Tune
thank you
into the
guys.
Episode of
Yeah.
Boiling Point Podcast where we'll talk about something else, not
Talking
Yeah,
about something
thank you
else,
guys. Yeah,
and,
thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning into the first episode of the Boiling Point podcast. You can find more on our SoundCloud, YouTube, and other platforms. We also have a Twitter handle, and we also have a Discord, which we will put in our links of these accounts. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
Stop to make their play, and the swiftness of